Hi everyone, Vincenzo here with a new ukulele tutorial. This week, let's work on scales. If you are a beginner and you want to start exploring music and the ukulele more, this is the tutorial for you. Today, I'm gonna be teaching you 3 fundamental scales that everyone must know. Moreover, I will give you a brief explanation of what a scale is. Anyway, enough with the talking, let's get started. The big question, what is a scale? Well, there isn't a single answer to that, but a very good one is this. A scale is simply a set of notes, a collection of notes arranged in order of pitch. Scales take their names from the first note of the sequence, the root. So for example, if the scale starts from C, you might have C major, C minor, and so on and so on. If instead it starts from D, you will have D major, D minor, and so on and so on. But as you can imagine, this is not enough. You need to dig deeper to really understand what a scale is. Something super important to understand is that a scale is a sound, a flavor. What I mean by that is that when I play a scale, I have a specific sound in my head. And so I will use a specific scale to convey a specific message. For example, if I want to play something happy, I will use the major scale because I know that it sounds happy. Let me give you an example. Another question that you might have is why do I need to play scales? First of all, you want to play different things rather than always playing chords so that you can grow as a musician. Also, scales are great when it comes to improvising and writing your own music. Last but not least, scales are great for your left hand technique. So, I have still a few things to say about scales, but I feel like you want to start playing. So, let me show you the 3 scales that everyone really needs to know and watch until the end if you want to learn more about scales. The first scale of today is the major scale. It sounds happy, joyous, warm, and everyone is familiar with it. Let me show you how to play the major scale. You start with fret number 2 on the 3rd string, then 4. Then 2, 3 and 5 on the 2nd string, and then 2, 4 and 5 on the 1st string. You then go back and you have 5, 4, 2, 5, 3, 2, 4 and 2. Let's do it one more time. 3, 4. Let me give you a few suggestions about technique. First of all, the focus for this is on the left hand. So for the right hand, keep it simple and just use the thumb. Then, once you're confident with it, use the proper fingerstyle technique. About the left hand, make sure your fingers are on the fretboard. What I mean by that is that when I play fret number 4, I'm not doing this, I'm doing this. So as you can see, the index is pressing fret number 2 and the middle finger is pressing fret number 3 and of course the ring finger is pressing fret number 4. Also, try to use the same fingers I'm using. Having said that, let's move on to the minor scale. The minor scale sounds sad, dark and a bit cold. Let me show you how to play E minor scale. You start with fret number 4 on the 3rd string, 6 and 7, then 5, 7 and 8 on the 2nd string, and then 5 and 7 on the 1st string. You then go back and you have 7, 5, 8, 7, 5, 7, 6 and 4. Let's do it one more time. 3, 4. The next scale is the minor pentatonic. This is the most used scale in pop, blues and rock. For example, most rock riffs are based on the minor pentatonic. This scale is used universally from Oriental music to African music. Having said that, let me show you how to play D minor pentatonic. You start with fret number 2 on the 3rd string, then 5, then 3, 5 on the 2nd string, and then 3 and 5 on the 1st string. You then go back and you have 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 and 2. This scale uses only 5 notes. After all, it's called pentatonic, and penta comes from Greek and means 5. Let's do it one more time. 3, 4. When you practice these scales, use a metronome or a drum beat and play 2 notes per beat. So let me show you what I mean. The metronome is set to 50 BPM and I'm gonna be playing D major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. A very important thing to understand is how to play these scales that I've taught you in other keys. Say for example you want to play E major scale or F minor scale. So all you have to do is this. First of all, you need to locate the first note of the scale, the root, which for today's scale patterns is always going to be the first note that you play. Then you need to change this note to the first note of the scale that you want to play. And the pattern will stay the same. Let me show it to you. So this is D major, which starts from D of course. If you want to play E major, all you have to do is this. First of all, locate the D, which is going to be the first note. Then from there, find E, because you want to play E major scale. So D, D sharp, E. And now you play the same pattern. And there you go, your E major scale. Another example, say you want to play F minor pentatonic. So, this is D minor pentatonic, and this is D. So, let's find an F on the same string. We have D, D sharp, E, F. Now you simply repeat the same pattern. And this is F minor pentatonic. If you reach this far, well done. You've learned what a scale is and you learned 3 very important scales. Of course, we're just scratching the surface. There is much more to learn about scales. For example, the fact that each scale follows a specific formula. But let's talk about this another time. Let me know in the comments if you would like more tutorials on scales. For example, how to use scales when improvising. On my Patreon page, you can find all the tabs from today, and you also have a drum beat to use when working on scales. The drum beat is at 3 different tempos, so that you can start slowly and speed up gradually. Don't forget that if you learned something from this video and you would like to say thank you, you can buy me a coffee, link in the description. That's all for now. Let me know in the comments if you like more tutorials on music theory. And if you want to take your playing to the next level, check out the links in the description to learn more about the types of classes that I've got available at the moment. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my new tutorials. Having said that, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next week. Ciao!